We are
Let's fucking
recording.
do it.
What
Get
is
fucking
going on,
pumped.
YouTube? Today we
Drink
are
some energy
joined.
drink.
We are joined by my buddy on YouTube, Junkie Jordan. Today we're doing our year of YouTube podcast. If you guys haven't seen the videos, well, definitely have videos linked down in the description. We've kind of shouted each other out and blah blah blah. But now we've been on YouTube for a year, and we're gonna pretty much rant to you guys about how shitty it is for for a little while. No, it's good, but it's a lot of
Yeah,
work.
if it was that bad, we wouldn't still be doing it.
Nah, not at all. I love it, but I hate it.
But this is our first time talking. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet
Finally,
you as
after an
well.
entire year of going back and forth and doing little collaborations and throwing ideas and things like that.
Of course, man. If you guys are confused by that, we actually message each other, but we never sat down and talked. We had some video ideas. I'd like to definitely still do some of those. I'm very lazy when it comes to shit like that. You got your daily life and then you get an idea and it's like, uh, that sounds cool, but
But I don't have time for it.
yeah, exactly. Like I genuinely have like a fucking notebook full of just doodles and ideas and shit.
Right? Yeah. Yep.
It
I got it too, man.
you can't like there's just not enough time in a day, man. One of the things that's actually helped me really well on YouTube is when I'm dealing with discouragement or something, I tell myself this, you've heard the corny sayings, tree by tree you build a forest, brick by brick you build a wall or whatever, it's like and
I've never heard that corny saying.
yeah, that's not a Trump reference on the wall thing. But big by brick you build a house, whatever. But like
Makes sense.
it's essentially telling you, don't do it all at once. If you place a brick each day, eventually it'll grow. If you try to grow a forest overnight, it's going to be a problem. But if you plant a tree each day, it doesn't seem like that much work. Which I'm lazy. That's still a lot of work. But um, it just helps to balance the amount of work, and seeing the portfolio come together versus, oh man, I got to get this idea out. When I first started, I was 10 hours a day on YouTube, literally just promoting and editing and thumbnails and learning everything. And it was,
Right. Yeah.
those videos still weren't even the greatest. So it's like, you just learn it at your pace, it's don't kill yourself doing it. Um, but yeah,
Takes
that
time.
that really definitely helped me. One of the things I've noticed a lot is your channel's kind of your content has
Shifted.
kind of bent. I don't know, changed from
Shifted.
you was doing a lot of, there you go, shift. You was doing a lot of skits and stuff, and then you went into the RC cars and stuff. What really steered your channel in that direction?
So that all goes back to me just wanting to start a YouTube channel to begin with. I just wanted to make videos. So I mean, the first thing I thought of was, hey, I think I'm funny. Maybe other people will think I'm funny. So I started making skits, and I just wanted to make videos. So I just kept pushing out skits and skits, and I was like, well, I'm never gonna really grow unless I start getting consistent with this.
Yeah,
So I started like forcing myself to make videos and make ideas, and I'd like have an idea and just force myself to build on it. I felt like I ended up starting getting like really cringy over that.
yeah,
So after a while, well, earlier this year rather, me and one of my buddies recently got into RC, and I've seen other RC channels, and it just like it all came to me. I'm like, I can do this.
yeah.
I already have the cars. I love doing it. All I got to do is record it and make that my videos. And I feel like having a niche like that where you can make reviews on things or even just feature certain cars because it's such a vast hobby, or rather such a concentrated hobby. Like when people get into RC, the first thing they do is go on YouTube and look at videos on like a car they're thinking about buying, or um so when I can like make a video on something specific, it's easier for it to be recognized and searched, and
Right.
it just goes from there. So it's something I like doing, and it's something that is growing my channel right now, and it's been seeing a lot more growth than the skits. So I just stuck to it.
Well, and to be
Um,
honest, to add on to that, you know, I'm personally not very much into RCs, but I'm a guy, and crashing shit off of things immediately interests me, just because,
right? Yeah.
like, to be honest, like, you know, going back to your skits, I told you when you know they were dropping, they were obviously still fresh quality. We're newer people. You're not getting 4K whatever. They were good though, man, and I told you that, like, just from the little jingles and everything, it came from the heart, and you could feel that. You could feel that it was, even if it wasn't something that took you all day for a year to make, it's a little portion of love. You know, people see these Hollywood movies and they think, oh, you know, these are teams of people, lots of money, big budgets, equipment, you know, for what you did with what you have, man, it was golden, honestly. And a lot of
Oh, thanks, man.
people, no problem. But a lot of people, even down to musicians and stuff, they think their first work is their best work because that's when they're the hungriest. And it's kind of hard to feel that way, knowing how bad we were at making videos. But I wonder if anyone will ever look back on that and kind of feel that way with us. But the RC thing though, it's interesting as fuck. I have no care at all for RC cars, but it's cool to watch, honestly.
And that's what I'm going for. I'm going for the people who are into RC and just regular people who
Yeah,
like seeing things blow up and crash. And I mean, everyone loves watching things crash and
yeah.
break. And
Uh,
I love it. That's why I got into it.
I know it's expensive as hell.
Yeah,
Um,
very.
do you plan on doing any like crazy, like, now I'm not talking about like the crazy you've done. I'm talking about like
Getting
uh
way more expensive,
yeah, pretty much,
breaking
yeah.
real cars.
Not necessarily real cars or anything, just like, I don't know, like explosions or some crazy shit legally,
Thought
obviously.
about it, honestly. I've thought about like putting a firecracker or something in cars and making like a maybe like a I don't know pipe bomb. As crazy as that sounds, you probably have to censor that out for YouTube.
Yeah.
Um, Catching it on fire. I wanted to make a ring of fire and like run a car through the ring of fire. I just haven't gotten to that yet. But
That
my
stuff's
mind's on
crazy though.
always. My mind's always going on what I can do that's bigger and better. And
Yeah, for sure. I see, and that's one of the things, man, like, going forward, one of the things I'm still most excited about. I talked about this back when I started my channel and had like the first talk with my channel. I can't wait for community, man. I want people who
yeah,
watch to know, like, if you comment, you are helping so much, because I'm the type of person, you say one thing and boom, a million things come to mind. When no one's saying anything, it just feels so alone and discouraging. And that's one of the things that I really appreciate about even just someone like you, some of my other friends commenting on the videos and stuff. I got videos with, some decent views, some with really bad views. But the ones with decent views, it's like, why is nobody commenting on this shit? And I got to figure out
right.
how to, get them to comment and everything. But once the sense of community is there, it's like, oh, dude, you should, fucking melt one of these cars or something. And it's expensive, but the crazy thing is it pays off, because I would watch it. Fuck, if you're
That's the
like,
thing,
hey,
man.
RC car and the what do they call them? The fucking thing that presses shit. Um,
Actor.
Yep, compactors and the like the fucking I can't remember what it's called. They crush shit all the time. There's like many YouTube channels where they literally just crush
Oh,
shit.
hydraulic press.
Hydraulic press. There you go.
I've seen them. I love
Like
those
I
videos.
would I would watch that.
Yeah,
It'd be
man.
interesting
I can
is,
make one of those easily.
really,
Yeah.
see
Oh,
if
this
you
is a
could
jack. A jack holds something between, like, and you have to have like a stable support on top and bottom, and just jack it together.
yeah, see, I'm
It'd be real
not
easy.
I'm not a mechanical person at all, so it's interesting to see that stuff. Um
But like you said, man, it's like building a brick house. You just got to take it slow. We'll get that community and that involvement
oh
eventually. You
yeah,
just
for
got to
sure.
work on building the base first, and
One
we'll
of the
get there.
things I wanted to talk to you about, I've been seeing with your videos, is you've been doing a lot better with your thumbnails, I feel. Um,
Thank
you
you.
even down to the just the
Mhm.
lettering and stuff. Lettering is a bitch. A lot of people don't really understand how hard it is to get words to set in your fucking thumbnail correctly. It just
Right.
feels so awkward.
All
You
the little things matter. Things that people wouldn't
absolutely.
think about, like the colors and the font and the shadow behind the letters, where it's placed. It all matters when it comes to catching your eye.
That's why when I did the Junkie Jordan edition of Try Not to Laugh, I was like, I could try to like flip a fucking picture that he took or something to try to give like his fill on it. And I was like, you know what? I'll just like stick my face on it and kind of. It seems lazy, but the thing is I literally sat there and on that picture that you had like some green screen bleed where like the
Hmm.
black was green. I literally sat there and filled every little piece. Well, go back and look at it. I filled every little piece of green out of that completely, and I was like, I
You did good
don't.
on that, man. I'll give you that. That was good.
I was just
When I saw that the
obsessing.
first time,
It was
I
weird.
lost it.
I was just obsessing. Like, it's the minor details. Like, I will set and literally just erase every little pixel. Like, it's weird, but I mean, I feel like that's just helps it pop.
It does. You don't want a
But
messy thumbnail.
I've had some really bad ones, but I've had some good ones. I've one of the ones my girlfriend will usually set behind me over here on the couch, and she'll see me editing thumbnails or something, and I've done ones that kind of they turn into like botched horror kind of looks. And one of the ones that was funny is I did a Crash Bandicoot, and this was I think last year. Um, the game had dropped, and I was putting our faces on Coco and Crash, the main characters, and it was fucking terrifying looking, but it was hilarious. It was so good.
It's funny you mentioned that, man. That was like one of the first videos I ever saw of yours.
Really?
Was you playing Crash Bandicoot? Yeah.
That's wild. Um, but yeah,
That's I wanted to talk about your thumbnails actually, because one of the things you do that everyone that's watched will notice is you like to crop your face
yep,
randomly in the
yep,
thumbnail somewhere.
yep.
How did you come up with that?
I'm gonna be honest. Actually I wanted to say this earlier too. When you said you had like seen other videos of the RCs and stuff, the influence that other influencers and YouTubers have on us, man. It's not that you're stealing content or something, but you're influenced by it, and you're like, yeah,
Right.
I enjoy that, so I could do that. Believe me, you're not gonna do something you don't want to do. It's not easy. This is not easy. Make a channel, try to make videos. If you don't want to do something, you're not gonna do it. So seeing like the RC videos, you're not stealing an idea. Like you have to love that to continue to do things like that. And same with like my thumbnails. Like it's become a game for me. Like at first, it started off, seeing people like the bigger YouTubers and stuff, Jacksepticeye, Markiplier, shit like that.
Hmm.
They'll put their faces on stuff. Not all the time, but I was kind of like, I don't know what to do here. I don't know what to. So I took, the first shitty little camera I had, and I was just like, and I was like, okay, let me add that face to fucking everything. And at first, it was just an overlay. And as I got better at photoshopping, I was like, let me try to hide this in certain places. Like I have some where I'm like, I did one for Human Fall Flat. It was one of the first. Was it not Human Fall Flat? Fall Guys. It was
Hmm.
one of the first videos. I had my girlfriend on the channel, and one of the first creative thumbnails I did where I cut a piece of the back out. It was like a loop, and then I had just my face on it, and it looked like it was like munching the little guys. And I was like, dude, I can do so much with this. I've recycled the same picture. I have like two more I did for some of the more music stuff where I had like a more like, mad look and had
Yeah.
like a hood on. But like the surprise face, angry face, it's honestly crazy how good that face matches everything because it was just a bullshit picture. It was just, and then it was like, oh, I look kind of mad, I look kind of scared, I look kind of happy. It's just in between, so I could put it on everything. But it's kind of become a signature. I've thought many times about
Cool.
changing that and taking it out completely, but it's like I just feel like it's a staple now. You know what I mean? Like
It is, man. It's what you built your channel on. It's not about changing it, but making it better. You got to
yeah,
find new ways to implement it.
absolutely, 100%. Did if you get a chance, before I did my face, I was trying to like bend the like the picture of whatever I was doing. So if I was playing a game, you know, for example, Ghost of Tsushima is one of the first games I played on the channel. I literally took the main character and kind of like bend bent his face, and the result turned out pretty bad. It looks borderline racist because the face is so swollen. And I didn't realize at the time, you know, I put Red's World on the headband and shit. And then I went back and I looked at it a little while later, and it's literally like it looks like stereotype making fun of like Asian eyes. And I was like, oh shit, that's not a good thumbnail. But I left it on there, so you know, hopefully that doesn't get me
I've never
canceled
seen
in
that
some
one.
years or something. Yeah, it's bad. It's really
That'll be one of
bad.
the controversial things that people bring up once you get
Yeah,
famous.
look
Is,
how
oh, well,
racist he is.
yeah, exactly.
And look, his first video.
And then you're gonna blow up even more just because of the drama.
Hey, that would be sweet. That'd be dope.
And then they're gonna start coming for me like this guy's made videos with this guy. He's racist too.
They're both bald
And then we
white
blow up.
guys. They're both
Yeah.
bald Aryan. uh, man, you know, back on the hair topic, I'm debating just going bald, man. What's your opinion on that?
You can't judge it till you see it. Is that why you were wearing the bandana for a while? Was because you got a bad
Kind
haircut or
of,
something?
no, kind of, but not really. I have a chef hat that I wore in a video for the Chef Red or whatever, and I was looking for it and I couldn't find it, and I was like, fuck it, now I'll wear something stupid. And you know, it's weird because how can I explain it? There is for sure some level of like discouragement when it comes to recording and stuff sometimes when you can't get the lighting right or your hair looks stupid or something. And as someone who's balding, sitting here and going like, fuck, I can't get my, you know, the camera angle's bad. Oh, it doesn't look too bad there. Oh shit, I got a fucking 10 head here. Like, and it's like, you know, it's stupid. I'm not necessarily insecure. I really don't care what YouTube thinks about my appearance either, but it's like I'm looking at it for hours. I'm editing this hour-long video and I'm just like, fuck, why is it, you know what I mean? So sometimes
The
it
only reason you notice that is because you're looking at yourself. It's like listening to your own voice. Like when you
exactly.
listen to your own voice, you're like, "Oh God, that's gross."
One of the
But
things that
other people won't really notice that. You're going to notice that about yourself
yep.
more than anyone else.
Well, you know what's funny is you said, you know, you notice your own voice and you're 100% right. One of the things that I've struggled with on my channel is I can't get the fucking audio filter to cut my breath out. I'm sitting here talking and I have a deviated septum, so I don't breathe out of my nose very well. So when I'm done talking, it's like da 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 da. But it sounds like I'm literally like in my mic, like
Why don't you
you
need to get
know.
one of these filters on your get one of these things, styrofoam that goes around your mic.
Yeah. I do
It
need
helps
a
with
pop
wind.
filter.
And, well,
Oh,
this is
I
the
was
pop
thinking
filter.
about grabbing one of the back blockers too. They block off all the sound and everything. I don't. Do they? What kind of mic do you have?
Same as yours, blue snowball.
See, man, we have everything. I want to tell you guys a quick story. Actually, this is
Yes,
funny.
we have to talk about that because it is so ironic and just so unplanned. No one
So,
can explain it.
and he knows exactly what I'm talking about. I ain't even said nothing yet. Um,
I wrote this down because I wanted to talk about this too.
I didn't even write it down. I didn't think about it. But it again, you know, we have the same stuff. So, what kind of webcam do you have? If you have the same webcam, I'm leaving.
I'm just using my laptop
Okay,
camera.
that's not
That's
bad.
why it's bad quality.
Yeah, hey man, it works.
I was
So
gonna use my GoPro, but
it's a
you need to
bitch
buy
to
a bunch of stuff
stream,
to make
man.
that work.
Yeah. I was gonna do the same thing. I literally have it set up for you know, the little tripod and everything, but
Yep.
but so I don't know, what was it, like last November or something? Might have been after that. I don't remember.
Probably a little
Um,
bit earlier.
yeah, it might have
Well,
been.
we should start about the beginning. We both started our YouTube channels at almost the exact same time. I was probably about a month or two later. I
Yep.
mean, you had your music on there that was on there from,
Yeah,
like a year or
yeah,
two ago before that.
that was
But
terrible too. It was
we both
so so bad.
we both decided to really start YouTubing
Yeah.
at about the same time,
Yep.
which was ironic enough. I was making videos, and then you got a hold of me and was like, "Hey, I'm making videos too,"
Yep.
and that's where it all started. Then,
Um,
about a couple months later, back in November, like you're talking about, I'll let you go with that. Talk about that.
to add on to that beginning, it was actually weird. We live in the same city. We have mutual friends. But
Drive the same brand car,
same brand car, which is another weird coincidence.
bald and beard.
Yeah. White. No, I'm just kidding. But so I started my YouTube channel, and at the time I was trying to reach out to anybody who I had seen was like interested or trying to promote in different ways and blah blah blah. And I happened to be scrolling Facebook, and I don't usually add people that I don't really know, so it was a weird coincidence that we were already friends anyway. But I seen you post something about one of your skits. I watched it and I was like, interesting. So I just messaged you like, "Hey man, I'm starting up YouTube as well. It's really cool to see other people, hey, whatever." And from that point, we've always, kind of talked to each other if we, hey, this really works. This is a good way to get views or whatever. And we uh we just continued to message each other and stuff after that. But so a couple months after we had started our channels, we both decided to upgrade, which I think is honestly the first step to like, okay, I'm really gonna do this. You know what I mean? Once you like,
Exactly.
you're like, okay, I can make a video, but I want it to be better now. And that's like, once you're investing into it, I feel like that's the first step. And well, the second step, you gotta try it first, but that's the first step to improving. But
Yeah.
so crazy thing, the exact same day, literally, um, we both get the same camera. I don't remember who messaged who first, but one of us said something to the other, and then it was like, "Hey, I got that too." It's like, "What? When did you get that?" It's like today, and we literally bought the same GoPro on the same day. It was pretty oddly coincidental.
Well, here's how it happened: is you can probably screenshot this and put it in the video after when you're editing. But I posted a picture of my GoPro just on Facebook, just in general, just like, "Hey, just got a new camera. My videos are going to be a lot better quality now." And that's when you commented underneath and was like, "I literally just bought this camera too,"
Yep.
and that's how it
That is
happened.
a yep. You're right. You're right. Um, but
You'll
yeah,
have to go find that picture.
it's just so weird. And then like as we continued to just kind of check each other's content out and stuff, we noticed little things like we both drive Volvos. Um,
Both bought the exact same mic.
it's literally the same mic. It's just you know
Where'd you
it,
get that arm from?
uh Amazon, I think.
That's right. Yeah, you did. I could
Do,
have told you that.
do you have the same arm?
Yep.
Oh, wow. See, it's like, either A, we're idiots and we buy everything that Amazon wants us to buy, or B, we happen to have the same head on our shoulders. But so one of the things I definitely wanted to talk about is we're both in it for we both
Money.
have kind of, yeah, well, 100% money. Don't give a fuck about, no, I'm just kidding. I've we both haven't made shit off of this yet, so if you would please, YouTube gods, no, I'm just kidding.
This is where we start letting you guys know we both have Patreons. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, if you want to go sub to my OnlyFans, that'll be linked in the description. No, but our channels are very different in terms of content, and I feel like they both have the same love. But one of the things that's weird is we're very connected, as you can see, even with the purchases and stuff. But it's kind of weird. I think it's fascinating to see how similar we are, but how different our output is. You know what I mean? Um,
We
for
have the
me,
same
go ahead.
we have the same production, but different
Yeah,
products.
100. Like, you had messaged me before and been like, recording gaming videos is tough or whatever. I feel the same way about the skits and little GoPro shit. I got shaky hands and shit, so I need stabilizers and shit, or else it'll look like it's in like 480p and shit.
Yep.
um,
That's why I got the GoPro because it's got really good image stabilization.
yeah, it's nice. I need to use it more, man. I've been wanting to do skits and stuff. It just the day to day grind. It's a bitch.
You're already committed to one thing. It's hard to, commit to another thing on top of that.
Well, and that's one of the things I've been telling myself, and I recommend this to anybody who watches this for any sort of inspiration or anything. Just fucking do it. It sucks. It's hard to incorporate more shit, but just do it. If you can push and get that first video out that's different, it's probably gonna suck. I'm gonna be honest with you. But you've done it. Now you have a bottom line and a place to grow from. That's the hardest part, is just doing it the first time. Don't think that your first project is going to be perfect, because it's not. It's going to suck, most likely.
Nobody starts out a professional, but you need that basis to learn what you could do better. When you go back and watch your old videos, you start realizing, wow, that was really dumb. I should not do that next time. And
Well,
you'll
and
learn from
sometimes
yourself
you
more
go
than
back.
anyone.
Sometimes you go back and you're like, why did I stop doing that? Like, that was really. I like the way I did that, especially when you're editing a lot and like doing the zooms or using a certain effect or sound effect or something. It's like, damn, I should keep using that sound effect. That's a really cool. When I first started editing my videos, I was doing bullshit edits. It was, I mean, we're talking about just random zooms and crops and shit, and it just like popped everywhere on the camera. But I'm gonna be honest, the main reason I did it, when I first started my YouTube channel, I didn't know how to separate my face from the actual video. So this was always here. When I was editing, if I needed to zoom in on something, I would just crop my face out and zoom on that part instead of like making my face disappear and zooming in a little bit. I had to completely like crop my face out of the damn video, because I didn't know how to get it off of there. And also, I only had like 8 gigs of RAM, so it was like fucking my computer couldn't run the video editing software very well. Um, but yeah, I mean, after that and learning how to move everything and separate them and stuff, that's when the editing started getting more interesting. But it was like I wasn't doing as much cutting and stuff, which I definitely like to implement in. But it's one of the hardest things about gaming videos is you're torn between, do I give them the gameplay or do I give them the edited video? Because when you're playing a high like edit video, like say just a fun game where it's like, oh shit, boom boom boom, this is crazy, this is happening, and you got this
Hmm.
high energy, you can cut. But if it's just a walkthrough story game or something, the more you cut, the more it feels like they miss, in my opinion. And this is what makes my content, because it's like, you're gonna get the fucking game. If it's a slow game, you're gonna just watch me walk, because that's all I'm getting. And I'm not gonna be sitting here like, whoa, I'm walking fast and doing this fake energy shit that a lot of YouTubers do. I can't, man. It's just not in my blood to be like, what's good, guys? Look, we're walking. Woo! Like, I can't. That's just not me. I've tried. Because when I started, like I said, I wanted to find the best version of me. I wanted to see, like, when one of the first horror games I played back in Red Spooky Specials, it was like, oh, and that was my reaction. And I'm like, what the fuck? In my head, I'm like, what the fuck is that? Why don't you react the way you think? I'm in my head, I'm like, oh shit, what the fuck? But I'm like, and I'm like, what the fuck? So I had to kind of train myself to go like, oh shit, like, and actually try to vocalize it, because I was always more quiet when it came to playing the game and stuff. And you know, that was a very hard thing to train. So I did, you know, even with the try not to laughs and stuff, so many of them are so bad. And like yours was really funny, and if someone was sitting with me, I probably would have laughed. But it's
Right.
hard to channel that. Like it's like looking at your phone. Very seldomly am I looking at my phone and go, you know what I mean? It's like, you know,
In
it's
your
like,
mind, you acknowledge it's funny, but nothing comes out.
yeah, it's like that's funny as fuck. Like that's actually like, dude, the fucking cuts you did where it was like, I like, but you know, and but this like that shit was fucking hilarious. But you know, I didn't laugh. So what's gonna happen? I'm gonna
Yeah.
do another try not to laugh, and it's gonna be something fucking stupid, and I'm gonna cry laughing. It's gonna happen. I know it's gonna happen, and then it's gonna be like, what the fuck is that? But yeah, I can't like. I don't know. I feel crazy at times because I watch some of these other YouTubers do to try not to laugh, and they're dying laughing the whole time. I'm like, either they're high as fuck or they're really good at faking shit. One or the
That's why they're
other.
famous on YouTube because they're good at faking shit.
They're entertainers, and that's
Yeah.
shitty. It's fake. It's so fake though, and like, it's so weird that people eat that shit up. That it's just fake. That like, that's one of the hardest things. And this isn't trying to, you know, diss YouTube people per se, but it's like, you know, I just feel like being authentic and being yourself is the best thing you could do on your channel because that's what makes it you. You got so many people who are using the same cuts, the same sound effects, the same fucking, you know what I mean? Like, be you. You know, I can't tell you how many times I've been discouraged in a video and I'm like, man, I don't even want to do this video. I power through it and go back and I love that video. One of my best videos. It was coming back off of New Year break, which I don't know. Well, yeah, you've definitely had a couple times you didn't upload or whatever.
Oh yeah.
I was on like a upload just I burnt the fuck out, man. I was at the time I was every day except for Sunday or some shit like that. And like from August to like December, it was every day. And I took a New Year's break and then I came back and I played this shitty game, terrible game, god awful, and it was called The Long
Which one?
Drive.
Oh,
Did you?
I remember that one.
Yes,
You
bro.
put you put good effort into that, like making like a AI voice
Yep.
throughout the entire video
See,
that you
it's
were talking
funny
to.
that you
That
recognize
was
it,
pretty cool.
bro. I'm glad you recognize it because check this out. I recorded that video, and while I'm recording it, I'm thinking of like, what are some different things I could do that I don't do? And I was like, oh, I could kind of go back and forth. And I thought about even having like another person or voice acting myself and going, fuck you, you crazy, or whatever. And then it's weird because now, like on TikTok, you see all of these people who use the fucking uh, AI voices and shit. That's a real
Yeah.
big trend now. I swear to God, I was ahead of that. People weren't using that. And I'm not saying I inspired it, obviously. The video didn't get that many views,
You
but
didn't inspire it, you created it.
exactly, you know, they bite my shit and don't credit me. No, I'm just kidding. But it was like that was something that I was like, oh, I could probably do that and that'll be a lot easier. It's weird how it came together. I didn't want to edit that video. I was this close to deleting that video. And I was like, fuck it, man. I could try to make something out of it. And as I was editing it, I was like, this is actually pretty fucking funny. Like, and then I did like the scene where I'm at the bus stop with the mannequin and everything, you know. And it's like I literally cut like 40 minutes of that video out, which is pretty typical. I usually do 20 to 30 cut out. But I cut so much out because I was like, how can I even make a fucking story out of this? And I may go back to it and do the to be continued on it, but it was like as I was recording it too, I was like, I gotta finish this bit. Like, what can I do? And I wrecked the car and I threw the fucking mannequin and like had it like I was waking up in the backseat and shit. It was so bad in my head though. And then once I edited, I was like, oh well, you can make fucking anything out of editing, you know. And that was the
Exactly.
turning point where I was like, okay, I can make. shitty videos good, because if I took the editing out of that video, it's fucking horrible.
Be too long to sit through, man.
Well, it wasn't even that it would be too long to set through. It just would have been me talking to myself driving down a road. And that's what a lot of gaming videos turn into. And that's the huge discouragement, is when a game, as a game streamer, recorder, whatever, YouTuber, the game has to put out as much work as you, or you have to then entertain more because the game fucking sucks. And that's where, I've had some hate videos where I'm like, this shit is terrible, and they get good views. And one of my first videos that did good was Madden last year. Fucking game was terrible, and at the end I'm like, what the fuck is, and I just quit the game, literally, like, this is fucking terrible. Had like 80 views, my first video with over like 5 views, and I'm like, okay, well, shit, if I hate on something, it's
Guess it's
gonna,
working.
yeah, like, um but with that being said, that was one of my favorite videos I did, and one of my turning points. What is one of your favorite videos that you did, and one of your turning points?
Oh, one of my favorite videos that I've done. Let me look through my videos real quick. Nothing really
Okay.
comes to mind.
Yeah, I blanked out a little bit too. That was the one though. It was like, in this entire time that I've done YouTube, there was no point in me that was like, I'm gonna stop doing this. But there's definitely been times where it's like, how do I get back to it? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, like you said, I changed my entire channel
Yeah.
over what I found worked. I would like to go back to making skits, but with what I'm doing now that's working, it's hard to like commit to doing that as well as
Hmm.
making skits, because this
I
is
get
what
it,
I want.
man.
I want YouTube to grow. I want to make money off of it. I want this to be
Hmm.
my job. I mean, you can't do that just if you unless you can't do that if you don't take it seriously. So
Right.
you have to do what works and something you enjoy. It has to be something you enjoy too, or you won't have any heart in it, like you said. Um, one of my turning points, I would say, it's probably not my favorite video, but it was definitely the turning point. Was my Woo video. I mean, that was my first like review I did, and I put my own twist on it. I was being completely, not serious with the review. It was a freaking knockoff Wii console. Something nobody's ever
Yeah,
heard of.
that's what it was. I was like, what is that? Yeah, I remember that. I remember you did the computer review as well. The laptop, was it?
That was okay. Yeah, that was the first review, but this one actually caught traction. I started getting regular views on it. I'm like, why is this getting searched? Nobody knows what a woo is.
I'm gonna be
Um,
honest with you,
Apparently
man.
they do.
The 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 I don't think you understand. This is coming from an unbiased standpoint. I'm not telling you this because I'm like close with you or something. As an observer and as someone who, appreciates your work, you got to understand the comedy gold in sarcastically reviewing things. And a lot of people aren't doing that. The statistic I heard that really made me kind of realize how important it is to actually continue being yourself and doing the things that you do is, on YouTube, around 2% of the people who get on YouTube actually make content. 98% are observing. You could do
Right.
whatever the fuck you want as long as you continue to do it, and you're genuine. It's hard to fake stuff, and you know, as someone who definitely enjoyed your skits and stuff, I understand how hard it is. I get it. But I would definitely like to see at least a few skits here and there or something. Um, one of the things that I guess one of my goals, and I've done terrible with it. I rarely do anything outside of gaming other than music, but I want to be a variety channel, and that's why I made my channel Red's World. It started off, I had Radiant Gaming, which was just gonna be a gaming channel. Never uploaded a video. Then I turned into Chatstick, which was gonna be podcasts and gaming, and then I turned it to Red's World because I wanted it to be about everything in my life. And it is very hard. You're gonna have your go-tos and your things that you do regularly, but even down to that though, I mean, I think you could, and this is, not trying to tell you how to do your channel or anything, but don't lose that comedy side of it, man. Definitely continue in your little RC videos or something, man. You could put like a little fucking advertisement bit in the middle of it, like, milkman, get your milk now or some shit, and play the jingle or something. Like, definitely don't take that out, because I think that that's what helps make your channel you. Those are things that you enjoy doing, and I, don't think that just because you're doing the RC thing that you have to do that RC thing like the people that you're watching or that you're influenced by, or that, is like, oh, I kind of did this thing and it was a large body of work, and doing an extra skit or bit inside of this is going to take even longer. Like, I just feel like that is your side of YouTube, and those are the things. Like, when I told you, I genuinely believe, and you fucking kill me if you want, YouTube. I genuinely believe your skits are fucking up there with earlier Chappelle and stuff like that, and it's like, it's the care that goes into it. But it is a lot of work, and it mainly, in the life that we live, there's so much going on that it's hard to sit down and brainstorm. That's the hardest part, is sitting down and actually taking the time to write some shit out. Most of the time it turns into fucking improv, because it's like, I just need to do something. I just need to do something. And when you take the time, it is therapeutic to write and stuff. But that's my biggest thing, is just, it's very hard to want to yeah, see, exactly. If you sit down and write, and it's funny that he's showing this, because I got them too. I got fucking notes after notes, fucking freehand and shit. Like, you have to do this. You have to keep track of things. You have to, even if you have an idea and you don't execute it, keep it. You can do it later. I swear to you, you can do it later. And it's like,
Well, it'll build over time too. Like you'll have
yep,
that idea and you'll just think about it over and over again, and eventually something will come into your head and connect it with something else, and you're like, "Wow, now this is going to be really good."
it's crazy. So I mean, it's definitely take inspiration from, if not us, just the conversation we're having. If you have any desire to make a YouTube channel, worst case scenario, you got a good portfolio of the things you've been doing, and it allows you to kind of look back and go, "Wow, remember that thing we did?" Like, but I'm a firm believer, especially with the statistic 2 to 98. As long as you stick with it, eventually it's gonna succeed. You have to care about it, but I really do have faith in the idea that it's gonna keep growing, and I
Channels have
think
been growing since we started.
a hundred
I mean,
percent.
it's just going to happen.
Yep. Let me ask you this question. This is a question that I, I've been thinking about this one, not like stressing over it or anything, but just kind of thinking about what other people feel about this question. What is the worst part of YouTube?
Editing,
You
a
think
hundred
so?
percent, 100%. It takes so much longer than anything else. At
You're
least
right.
with me, like the fun part about my channel is going out and playing with the cars. There's nothing. I do that even
I feel you, man.
without recording it.
Playing
Yesterday, I went and
fucking
rode.
video games is easy as shit.
Yeah, exactly. But then
um,
putting it into a video and cutting out all of the bad parts and making it so that it's able to be watched, the entire time
right.
without losing people's interest. You gotta
Yeah.
like edit little jokes and things in there, and it
Yeah.
just takes so long to edit a video. I will record something for like an hour and spend, 5 hours editing that 1 hour,
Yeah.
just making it work and look better and putting it together.
100%. I will say, editing, man, you got a very strong point there. For me, editing is YouTube. You
Hmm.
know, and you got to do the things you hate like you love them. And editing is one of the things, as much as I do hate the time, I enjoy the process because of videos like The Long Drive, where it was like, man, this video is gonna suck. Editing also allows me to, I'll read something in a game and fuck up, and then I just cut that out and go to the part where I'm saying it right and shit. Like
Yeah,
it
yeah.
takes time, but it's definitely it's the hardest part about editing isn't editing. The hardest part about editing is trying to edit to, and this might sound fucked up, but to fit the casual mind. You have to edit so that way it's dumbed down so people will stay interested. And that's one of the things I'm excited for going into, having a bigger community and stuff is you don't have to edit to appease people anymore. It's people are going to watch you for you, not because you have a fucking loud sound every 30 seconds. And I've watched a lot of videos talking about like audience retention and things like that. Obviously you want to do good, but it sometimes doesn't make sense to do something every minute or every 30 seconds or something. It's like, dude, I fuck that. I'm just gonna make this video. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
that's probably the worst part about editing. But for me, man, the worst part of YouTube is promo. I fucking hate promotion. You will promote all the time. You have to do it. It's the only way to succeed. But
Mm,
you
I think
fucking it
I think
just
you and I both learned something, a hard truth about that. We both went out and forced people to subscribe to our channels, but we both went out and
subscribe,
made our
bitch.
channels very aware. Not like that, but I mean, you told people,
Hey, well,
"Hey,
you already put it
subscribe to
out,
my
man. You
channel."
already put it out.
It worked. We got subscribers from it, but those people don't stay around for our videos. Those
No,
people
they don't.
subscribe just because we told them to.
Yep.
I feel like the best way to grow on YouTube is to just make videos that you enjoy doing,
Yeah.
and the following will naturally come when they find your videos and
Well, see, and that's
end
kind
up
of the thing that
liking it.
goes promo too, though, is you have to have the right tags and you got to find the right group and the right topics and, naming your shit. All of that is promo. All of that is reaching the right audience. And I feel like
Yeah,
that is the hardest body of work because you have to study the culture of YouTube. You have to study the culture of the videos. You have to study groups and where to put it. You could go on you Facebook and join these groups, and then a bunch of people send you bullshit. Hey, pay for. And I'm not doing that shit. I want to grow my channel naturally, and it's
there's no easy way to it.
yeah, and to anybody, this is for anyone who starts YouTube or someone who even had YouTube for a long time. You can boost your way with sub for subs and stuff like that. But I promise you, your account's either going to get banned or they're all going to unsubscribe to you. And what's going to happen is your watch time's going to be terrible, but you're going to have all of these subscribers, and YouTube's not going to accept you as a partner because your watch time's terrible. We could get into analytics, but that's boring as hell.
Yeah,
But as you start to do YouTube, your analytics are something that you study a lot, and um, I would say definitely don't worry about analytics. Of course, take you with a grain of salt. Hey, I did terrible. No one is watching that. Keep an eye on that. Don't lose your sanity. But don't sit here and, oh man, at the 3 minute mark, they didn't do this. So what can I do? Like, kind of observe it and keep it in mind, but don't change who you are to benefit that, or you will become these gimmicky basic channels who are fake laughing and fake crying and a lot of the reaction channels. There are some good ones, but a lot of reaction channels are extremely corny. They're, don't take after them unless you have genuine reactions to things. Some people are genuinely just natural reactors. I've watched people who they'll go and watch like 10 funniest things and then they just stare at the screen or something, and then they'll pause and be like, that was crazy. You guys remember when this? And I'm like, he's not laughing, he's not being gimmicky, he's just being real. And that was entertaining as hell. So just be yourself. Don't feel like you have to be like these other people. Even if you're inspired by them, inspire yourself from their body of work in a way that's going to fit yours, because it's going to be different. You're going to be different. If you watch our videos, completely different, and that's good. It shows, I think that shows individuality. You know what I mean? Because we have so many things in common, but the individuality still shines through to the point where you would never even know we know each other unless you hear one of us shout each other out or something, you know.
Right. Yeah.
Um, one of the things I wanted to ask you, this is more for people coming back in the future and seeing this or whatever. I'll do this every year. I don't care, but
It'd be cool, man.
hey, I'm down with it. What kind of hardware do you use for video editing? Like apps, hardware, as far as computers, phones, anything.
Let's go back to the thumbnails real quick because I'm always excited to explain how I do this. Because everyone thinks if you want to make a good thumbnail, you have to have Photoshop. You have to pay a bunch of money for that program or some other photo editing program
Right.
on your computer to make a good thumbnail. I literally use two free apps on my phone, okay, and Snapchat. I use Snapchat to like cut
Snapchat
things out.
has a good editor for photos, man.
Right? Yeah, exactly. Free. I just cut things out, put them in the edit photos there, and then I go over to an app called Photo Editor where I use to like put filters and make things look better, edit the lightness and things
Mm.
like that. Where I add my text is called Add Text. It's literally the most free, like most
Yeah.
generic apps you could get on your phone, but I make them work. You don't need much to make something work. For editing my videos, um, I did pay for that a lot.
Yeah.
um, I started just editing from my phone. I went along with the free. I can do this off of what little resources I have.
Mm.
So I used InShot, which was a free app to edit my videos there. But when I decided that I really wanted to do this and I liked doing it, I decided to get a laptop. I got the Asus that I reviewed on my channel, um, and Wondershare Filmora Pro. You're the one who suggested me that. I got on that YouTuber support group on Facebook, and
Hmm.
you and a few other people suggested that. So I've just been using that throughout the since then, since I got my laptop. I
Okay.
think it really got more thorough into my editing.
What's interesting is I was actually gonna say one of the things I always wanted to do with my channel when I started it was to like kind of I don't tutorials suck for me. I hate teaching people stuff because every little thing matters, and I can't teach you all of that. You have to learn that on your own. But it would be an interesting video to do like
I
basically
remember you
like
tried that once.
yeah, it was
You tried
not
making a
fun.
how to make a thumbnail tutorial.
Yeah, it sucked. It was a terrible
I mean, you're
experience for
trying.
me. I don't know if the video was bad, but it sucked for me. I was miserable.
It was
Um,
just generic. It was
yeah,
like,
just
okay.
talking.
But I
Yeah.
mean, you tried it, and you
Well, see,
obviously
that was
found out
when
you
I
didn't
was
like
worried
it.
about the like, okay, how-to videos are doing really good, and that's when my
Yeah.
content was suffering because I didn't know what the fuck to do, you know. But at the time I did tier lists, stuff like that. I do like tier lists. That's something that's fun. It just takes fucking forever. But no, I was gonna say it
You
really would
script
be a
out.
cool. What was that?
You script out your entire tier list because I know you have a lot to say about the things that you're reviewing when you're talking about your tier lists.
It
You write all that
depends.
down.
If I do like a top 10, I will just because I gotta like break down what I'm gonna do, but I don't like write down like this is what I should say about this game or whatever. Like oftentimes it's just improv at that point. That's why I do it if I'm being honest. It's an easy video because I talk about this shit all the time with my friends and shit. It's like, "Oh,
Right.
remember that, bro? They need to bring that back." It's like that's a 100. That's a big reason why I wanted to do podcasts because the conversations we have are fucking crazy. I would love to capture more of that stuff, but people have their own lives and things, so it's hard to get people together. But
I know we postponed this conversation right here like 5 times.
yeah,
Within
literally.
the past month.
And it's not even, I'm gonna be honest, I literally forgot about it like the last two times. The day had passed, I'm like, oh shit, hey, my bad, or whatever. Like, I think we just mutually understood, like, yeah, we just didn't do it. So, like,
Yeah.
and I know a couple fragile people who would have been like, man, fuck you, you didn't, hit me up on that day. Like, nah, come on, man, that's not like
Shit
that.
happens, man.
Yeah, for
We're both
sure,
living lives.
100%. But yeah, I was gonna say I think it would be a really cool idea to kind of make like a more almost like you know how you did your review, like the sarcastic kind of undertone, like the ironic review. um it would be interesting to do like a how to start a YouTube channel for free, and like just basically like go in and I don't know if you have the equipment to record from your phone or whatever, but literally take
Every
like
camera's got a, or every phone's got a camera. What are you talking about?
true, but um but take like just a quick like video, for instance, of like, oh, I'm going into Snapchat, this is how you make a thumbnail, make a dumb thumbnail, put it on, like here's how I edit the video, make then just make kind of like a comedy skit out of it where it's like something short but you're actually giving useful information, like you really can do that. But what I'm doing in the video is going to be stupid, kind of like that sound I sent you the other day. I was literally sitting here explaining to my girlfriend, like, look, when you layer shit, you just, and I literally just freestyled that, and not that it was great or something, but it was just kind of funny how it went together. But
So now you got to post it in here so they know what you're talking about.
yep, yep. I was actually, I might not, because I was thinking about having it play. I'm thinking about doing a little bit during something and just having that playing in the background like it's actually serious with like some sad filters or something, and just like like they just hear it like, wait, what the fuck is that saying? What the fuck? But I was just, it's those little things like that was the dumbest shit. It was so stupid. It took like 30 seconds and I was still tickled by it just cuz it was so fucking, I mean it sounds like today's music and it's fucking stupid, you know what I mean? But there was something else I wanted to comment on, but I forgot. But yeah, it would be interesting to kind of, I've thought about doing stuff like that as far as like even just helping people set up social medias and stuff. There's a lot of people out here who don't know fucking anything about setting up channels and making videos, and a lot of people, if they understood that process, probably would have channels. But they're so intimidated to start it. It's like, how do I start it? Do I gotta pay for it? Like, no, you just make it. But when do I have to pay? It's like you pay for your equipment, man. That's it. Are you sure? Like, no, I'm just fucking doing it every day. Yeah, like,
It's more like investing. It's investing if you really want to take this seriously,
yeah,
because at some point you're gonna make money back off of it.
yeah, for
It's
sure.
gonna happen. Don't look at it as
Um,
paying for it, but rather investing.
so
Also, it's
I
funny you mentioned social media. Hang on, I want to just ask about something real quick. Um, I made an Instagram account about a month ago, and I followed your Instagram, and it's got 2 posts on it,
yeah,
and hasn't been active in probably like a year now. What's
nope,
going on with that? You
man,
ever
I'm
gonna come
not.
back to Instagram?
Well, it's funny. Definitely followed Instagram. I have that. No, I'm just kidding. Honestly, that goes back to the promo side of it, man. I was burning out so much on promo, and it wasn't. I've never been a fan of Instagram anyway. But one of the things I wish I did is posted my TikToks on Instagram. Because every TikTok you could post on Instagram, and I got a couple really stupid TikToks, just bullshit, some rap stuff here and there. Um, but I just don't ever get on Instagram, man, ever. And like I've thought about doing shorts and stuff of my videos and then doing, but it takes so much time to just cut that out, post it on Instagram. And like one of the things I've kind of wished I had is just like a promoter, because I genuinely feel
Hmm.
like if I could just cut out like a 30-second snippet, take it on Instagram, share it here and there, boom, boom, boom. The three or four, five, 10 people that come, blah, blah, blah. That stuff could really help the channel grow. But I was doing that shit so much in the beginning that it's still like traumatizing almost, because it helped my
You put so
channel
much time
grow.
into it,
Yeah,
but
but
didn't really get much out.
it's a lot of work, and it's hard to do everything by yourself. I'm sure and it's sitting here, especially with gaming videos and stuff, where I'm recording for hours, and then I'm editing for hours, and then I'm doing the thumbnail, then I post it, and then I'm like, I'm not fucking promoting this. I'm done. I'm going to eat dinner. Like,
Right.
and that's my biggest downfall. 100%. Staying in the same like lane as far as content. I've definitely wanted to branch out more, and I will. But that's one of my downfalls. But the biggest is I fucking hate promoting, man. It sucks ass. I do. It's weird though because I like talking to people about it. I'll definitely have a conversation with someone like, yeah, man. My YouTube's not the greatest, but it's fun. I have some fun videos and stuff. Not everything is a gym, but there's some good shit. And one of the things I think that I'm gonna have to kind of do is adapt to a more um. When I tell people about my channel, it sounds kind of like I'm doubting myself, but I don't. I'm just being honest. I'm not fucking the greatest YouTuber of all time. So I'm not gonna come to someone like, dude, you have to check my shit out. It's the best video you're ever gonna see. But if I tell people like that, they will check it out. And I
Mhm.
hate shit like that. Because it's like, oh, if you believe in yourself, others will believe in you. But it's like, I don't want to manipulate you. I want you to freely come check my shit out and see if you like it. But if I have to manipulate, money, money, monies.
Well,
um,
I mean, don't base it around the money, but if you're passionate about it, just let them know,
yeah,
hey, I'm making YouTube videos. I'm putting a lot of work into this. Check it out. I love my videos, and you will too.
yeah, for
I
sure,
don't know.
for
You gotta
sure.
be you gotta be confident in yourself to a limit.
You're right. That's a good perspective to have on it. Is more so, the amount of work I put into it versus do I think they will like the content? Because I don't. My biggest thing is I don't like to try to sell shit to people that they're not gonna like. Like I would be a really good car salesman. I'm good at manipulating and like sounding confident and being like, dude, trust me, this shit's gonna change your life. But like I don't like doing that if I don't know if they're gonna like it. And I guess that kind of is a confidence thing, but at the same time, it's like I don't know if you're gonna want to watch this, but at the same time, it's like fuck it. Worst case scenario, you go watch it and you don't like it, but
Hmm.
there's some pretty good videos. So
Yeah, I mean,
that
really, that's the worst that can happen when you tell someone about your channel is they don't like it. But I mean, you're gonna have to get your channel out there one way or another.
they just hack you and delete all your
Bro.
videos. You
Yeah,
fucking suck. We're done. No one else should
I've
see
had
this shit.
I've had that happen on my Instagram. I had an
Yeah.
Instagram all through high school, and then someone hacked it, and all of my pictures and everything was just gone. And I've heard of people having that happen on YouTube too, but usually you can get a hold of YouTube,
Yeah.
and they usually reverse it.
Luckily for me, I have a pretty big hard drive on my computer. I got all of that shit still. Literally, like
Oh
I
yeah,
could
me
pull up
too.
a file of every thumbnail I've ever had and everything. It's crazy.
Yep. And
Um,
when my computer runs out of space, I'm getting a separate hard drive.
yep. So I want to ask you this, and kind of go more into detail about just any of the feelings you've had, if any. Have you ever thought about quitting YouTube?
Yes, I've thought about it. Yeah, I'm sure everybody has, but I keep reminding myself of the payout at the end. And honestly, when I switched to RC, I had way more motivation. Well, I still have way more motivation to continue this because I'm doing something that I thoroughly enjoy. Whereas when I
Right.
was making skits, like I said, I was trying to like force myself to come up with ideas and things, and that was really hard. And I wasn't getting
Yes, it
growth
is.
because it was something that can't really be searched. And comedy is such a saturated market where anybody who wants to make a skit can literally just pick up their phone and do it.
Yeah.
Since I put myself in a concentrated niche that I really enjoy and I'm seeing growth, I feel like that's helped me push more into not giving up.
I feel like
And
RC is like your gaming, like where I do
literally,
gaming videos. Yeah.
yeah, you got to have your own niche and something that you enjoy. And I feel like having a certain selected niche really helps you over, like you said, you wanted to have a variety channel. I've thought about doing that too. But when it comes down to it, if you're in a selected niche and it's something that can be searched and found, people are going
Mhm.
to come across it, see that you have a variety of videos in this,
Yeah.
and as long as you're producing good content, over and over again, they're going to subscribe because that's what they enjoy. If they see that you're making like, a couple videos in gaming and a couple videos here and a couple videos there, they'll be like, yeah, this is cool, but they're not going to really post things that I enjoy regularly. I feel like it's easier to grow if you're in a selected niche rather than too much variety.
Right.
Um, but my plan is when this eventually takes off, if I can turn this into my job, if I can turn this into my job, then I'll make separate channels where I can do the other things I enjoy because it'll be my job. I'll be able to have time to make other videos. Right now, I'm trying to focus more on one niche and growing
Yeah.
from there. Once that grows and I have a base, I'll make another channel with skits. I'll make another channel with, whatever, gaming. I don't know. We'll see where it goes, but it's hard to it's hard to get people to come by and subscribe when you have to give them a reason to subscribe.
Yeah, for sure. So, this is just my opinion on, what you said. The whole different channel thing. I know that was a big thing when we were younger. A lot of YouTubers were, doing multiple different channels.
El Smosh.
Yeah, like there are a lot of people. The only thing that like I said, my channel's Red's World because I don't give a fuck what you like. I'm doing everything that I like. You know what I mean? It is a variety channel by nature. But it's not like every video is going to be different. One day you might get a song, you might hate it. I don't give a damn. It's my content. And like I would
Right.
making a different channel. I respect it. I understand it, but I would almost try to encourage you to just still be yourself on your channel, man. Like, I
Oh,
wouldn't
I'm
make
still
another.
myself there. It's just
Well, yeah, yeah,
based
yeah,
around
yeah.
RC now.
Well, yeah, yeah, but I wouldn't make another channel for your skits or something. I think that would be kind of separating. It's kind of like a paywall in a game where it's like, oh, you have to have this DLC to play this. Like they can find your RC channel like you, and then it's like, wow, I didn't even know he had another channel or something. Even if you plug it at the end of every video or anything, like people just don't pay attention that much. I feel like you're kind of dividing your audience as to where if you just kind of put it out, if they don't like that video, they won't click on it, and that's kind of one of the things I've learned about like my music and stuff is, when I do music, I'm not sitting here 20 fucking days in a row trying to mix and master. I will put it out as soon as it's done just because I'm excited and I have a really bad habit of being a perfectionist. I will not put it, I have literally a whole catalog of metal music that I haven't put out. And because I was younger when I made it and I wanted to master the sounds and everything, and it was like, it just sat there and sat there and sat there. If I'd have put that out when I was 16, I'd have 10 years of YouTube. But
Yeah.
instead, and I'm not regretful of it. I don't think I would have been ready for it. I probably would have tried it and been like, ah, fuck that, YouTube sucks, and never did it again. So I am happy that things went the way they did. But now when I do my music and stuff, I kind of do it at my own pace, and I will put it out knowing, a lot of people will critique the first thing is, and I don't take offense to this or anything, but it's like, oh, you gotta, do this or that. It's like, I know. Like this is basically a demo. Like if I really wanted to sit here and go to a professional studio and all of that, I know. But, this is just what it is right now. It's just an idea basically. And,
Yeah.
I always appreciate the criticism and things like that, but it's like, for the most part, it's just, like I'll sit down that day and go, fuck it, I'm gonna work on a song and just work on the song. I might do it a couple days, whatever. But as soon as that song is ready, that's it. I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and hold on to it. Right now, I have 3 songs that you've heard, a couple of them, um, and I haven't put them out yet. I'm gonna kind of balance the audio a little more and then put it out, and that's gonna be it. I'm not gonna sit here and hold on to it and hold on to it and hold it because I will hold on to it forever and not put it out. And you see the shit that is there. It's like, well, this is good. Put it out. The fuck, And it's like,
Yeah.
um, but with that being said, that's kind of the reason why I started just. I did a rap project back in like 2018 or some shit, and I was really one of the issues I had at the time is when I recorded the vocals, it had like a 2-second delay, and I wasn't aware of that. So it sounds like I'm off pace the entire time, because when it would record, it would space the audio over some. So you got the beat here, and then my voice, instead of being lined up, it'd be like here. And it just sounds like I'm off beat the whole time. The mic quality is terrible. There's definitely some good lyrics in there, but the music is terrible. Um, and even just putting that out, as much as I don't like those songs, that was one of the greatest things for me, because it literally started my channel. Um, and then last August, or I think it was July, I made my first video. It was top 5 Apex plays or some shit like that. And I just played Apex Legends with some friends and had some videos, and I was like, okay, I can make a video. I had never made a video before. I'm like, I can make a video. And then I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna get a video capture card and everything, and blah blah blah. And from there it just went on. But you know, definitely gonna continue doing music and podcasts and all that stuff. Like, I love all of this stuff. Sometimes I just feel like sitting in front of camera and talking, and yeah, I'm very opinionated. So if you come to my channel and you see me talking some shit, you just gonna have to swallow that one. But
what's your
you
end
can.
goal?
My end
What's
goal.
your end?
I'm
Yeah,
glad you said that. Actually, I wanted to talk about that, but I kind of went in a loop. Um, my starting goal, and this goes back to quitting thing on YouTube. I've never considered quitting. I've thought about it, obviously, like what would happen
yeah.
and blah blah blah, but I've never like, nah, this ain't it. Like, it's never even dawned on me, even at times where I struggled. But it was like, the reason why is I have a 10-year plan. That's what I call it. It's my political campaign.
Join
I
Red's 10-year plan today.
I genuinely believe that within 10 years of starting my channel, if I haven't done something by that point, it's probably not going to pop off. But I do genuinely believe by that point it will have already. I don't think it's going to take 10 years, but I do believe that 10 years is a reasonable amount of time. It's a long time, and a lot of people are afraid of long term commitment. But go look at any of these YouTubers, any of them. I swear to God, pick any of them, and they'll tell you 10 years ago I started my channel, now they're at 1 million. Now you
Hmm.
look at their channel a month from now, it's at 2 million. It just continues to expand once they hit that, but also I'm aware that my content isn't the greatest that it could be, and I still got a lot of learning, and one of the things that I'm learning to do is animate. I want to be able to make little animations and shit for my channel, and that's fucking hard as hell. But I'm hoping, within a year or so, I can make a actual full animation for my channel. Like Red Spooky Specials coming up in October. I'd like to have like fucking Dracula coming through or some shit, but I'm not gonna be able to animate that right now. But I can outsource for those things and talk to friends and so on and so forth. But I just, this year has gone by so fast. 10 years is going to be nothing. And by the time I get there, I hope that, and I believe that my channel will continue to grow and continue to expand, and I will continue to grow and get better. And, that's my goal. I have a 10-year plan. I feel like
Hmm.
by 10 years, it should be where I need it to be. And even if that point, I'll start paying for promotion and things like that if I have to. One of the videos I did promote on my channel through YouTube, I'm gonna expose them real quick. I paid for promotion and it fucking exploded. I had like 2,000 views on it.
Was that your Mario Kart video?
No, it was Among Us. The first Among Us video
Oh,
I did that had like 2,000 views. I paid for
yep.
promotion on that shit and it exploded. Pay for the trending videos, but I'm not trying to spend, hundreds of dollars promoting every time, but it is worth investing into, um, if you have
But
the
you
money.
have to have. You also have to have content they can come to after that. We're building our libraries
100%.
right now,
Yeah, yeah,
and I
yeah.
feel
And that's
like
a big part
the
why I
more we've,
didn't continue to pay for it, because I was like, well,
yeah,
they're here for Among Us. I'm not, fuck that. I'm not an
yeah,
Among Us channel.
right.
But, yeah, it's, one of the worst things about videos like this, I think it scares a lot of people. As much as it sounds hard, it's still so fucking fun. We wouldn't be doing it if we didn't love it. We wouldn't be here having this conversation. We wouldn't be reaching out to each other. There's a lot of positive, but it's hard work. And a lot of people think that making videos is just as simple as doing it. It just, oh, just record. Okay, make a channel, link it down in the comments. We'll come watch your shit and see how long you stay afloat. And I'm not discouraging you, but more than likely you won't last if you're not passionate about it. Now,
That's what people do, man. I've seen so many people start YouTube channels. That's actually what inspired me to start a YouTube channel. Is I had a friend who started, and
that's
I
funny.
was like,
Same here.
"Hey, man, you could do this a lot different, and here's things you could do better." And he basically took it the wrong way and like thought I
Yeah.
was like hating on his videos. And one of my other friends was like, "Oh, you think you could do it better? Well, then do it." And
Okay.
here I am, a year
Yeah.
later. That
Hey,
guy's
if
not making
if my
videos no more.
challenge gets someone to do it too, hey, I'm fucking happy for you, man. I hope I piss you off, like, but it's funny, if you've seen my buddy Columbus Migo,
Hmm.
he actually started his channel. It was wild. I did the Apex video. I had been wanting to do YouTube for a while. I actually had a Twitch channel for a while. Streaming is not my thing. It's when there aren't people there, it's excruciating. You're just talking to yourself for hours. Um,
Yeah, I'm not treading into that territory until I have an audience.
yeah, if you have an audience, it'll probably be awesome. But as just a smaller, channel, it's miserable. But so I had tried streaming and I was like, nah, this isn't it. Years went by, literally. And he started a channel after, I was kind of dabbling here and there, but I wasn't into it. And then the Destroy All Humans remaster came out. And he bought a capture card and he started doing a channel. Um, he pretty much just did a playthrough of that game, and he had what was it? A mic. He didn't have a camera, or anything like that. And I was like, dude, that's not bad though. Like for your first videos, that's not bad. He's very like early on camera shy. Well, not camera shy, but like video shy. Whatever. And it's
It's
like,
awkward at first. It is.
his energy, man. If he commits, he's gonna be a star, man. He's got such good energy, but it's hard to channel that while you're by yourself. And
Hmm.
so he started that, and I'm looking at his videos, and it's not like a jealousy thing, but it kind of pissed me off. Like, what the fuck am I doing? Why don't I do this shit? So I literally the next day went and bought a capture card and fucking some base level equipment, and I started doing videos, and it's been that ever since. And he's slowed down. He makes a video every now and then, but I mean, Junior's my friend, and I hope he sees this. I really, really hope he gets back to it. He works a lot and shit though, and I get it. But, I've talked to him and I've told him just make a fucking vlog or something. Just talk anything. Just you need to be on here, man. You're made for it. Like his energy is so fucking good. And um I get it. It's hard. And he wants to do it. It's not like he doesn't want to do it, but when you stop doing it, it's so hard to get back into it. And I he's also younger than me and everything too, so I hope that that continues to be in his path of his life, because I do believe he'll be fucking huge. His energy is incredible. But um it's weird though, because I wanted to talk about a video he did actually. It's funny. I'll send it to you. He played Ninja Gaiden. I don't know if you've ever played Ninja Gaiden.
Played it.
Um it's fucking hard as hell. It's like a ninja game and you're just fighting shit and it's hard as hell. Well, it was around before there were checkpoints and autosaves. And he plays this hard ass level for like 40 minutes and he gets past it. And you could see him walk past the save point. He was so focused on the fact that he was doing a video, he walks past it and then he goes and dies or something. And he was like, all right, I'm gonna end the video here. And then he starts a next video up. And he's like, wait, didn't I already do this? And then the boss comes back out. He's like, what the fuck is this? No, I'm not playing this game. And I was like, yo, this is comedy gold. You don't even understand. Like, I know you're pissed off and I know that hurt, but that made it so fucking good
Funny to
because
see.
it was fucking hilarious, bro. I know he was hurting too because it was hours of him. You could tell he cut a lot of it out and he just fucking didn't save it. I was like, oh man, that fucking sucks.
I'll have to
uh,
check that out, man.
it was funny as hell. Um, why, I've definitely had a bunch of questions and stuff, but I feel like we've covered pretty much everything. You got any questions or anything that you wanted to talk about?
I think we've covered a good amount, like you said, man.
One of the things that I wanted to do going forward with my friends and other people, I've definitely wanted to do collaboration videos more. But I want to start doing challenges to each other. Nothing fucking crazy. I'm not, a child. But I would definitely like to like maybe wear some stupid shit on stream or on a video or something or um anything that could be considered like almost like a dare. Like I could like screenshot the fucking like messenger, be like, hey, I dare you to wear a bra on stream or some shit or on your
Oh yeah, there's
video.
a lot of people that do that, man.
I think
And
that shit
sometimes
is
it turns
so
out
fun.
hilarious.
Yeah, that's what I'm
It
saying. I
should
think
be,
it'd be
man.
so fun. It's also a good way to get the community to start being like, hey, you should do this. And it's like, okay, top
Hmm.
comment, whoever gets top comment. So I would like to see more stuff like that, incorporating ways to kind of get suggestions and dares and things like that in the communities. Um, just trying to innovate different ways to get people involved and things like that. When you do your channel by yourself all the time, it starts to feel like no one else is really involved. I'm sure you understand that feeling. Um, I would definitely like to have other people's involvement because one of the beautiful things about videos and music and all of that shit is like you take Vincent Van Gogh's Starry Starry Night, he painted that. No one else painted that. That's a work of art. With the song, you could have different people on it. You could have different beat makers. The video, you could have different influencers, different people in it, so on and so forth. So
Dude, I
these
would definitely
types,
make a song with you.
that would be
Absolutely.
awesome. That would be awesome. We got to do it.
The J&J collaboration.
What should we do? Should we have like more of a comedy? Should we do like a storytelling, like a skit?
That's
Should we do
definitely got to
like
be comedy.
serious comedy? Okay.
Milkman
Um,
revised.
Milkman
HD.
remix, the remix,
Yeah.
the
Yeah, dude.
remix.
You'll make some like sort of like lyrics to it, and then we'll have like that original like
Mm.
jingle or whatever you call that I made in my video. We'll have that somewhere in there, but like remixed, and
And now I can put it
that
on
could be
my
cool, man.
outro. I don't know if you've seen that when you did the fucking Red's World shit. I was putting it at the end of my
Yeah.
videos.
Yeah, it lasted for like 10 videos. That was awesome.
I was gonna keep doing it, but I was like, I don't know if people will understand this, so I don't want them to be
Gotta put it on the outro
confused.
of this video now.
There we go. I'll definitely do that. Well, it was definitely nice chatting, man.
Yeah, you
Um,
too, man.
Well, definitely, I'm down to do this more if you want to do, start doing like a fucking podcast here and there or something, just talking about current events or music or anything, man.
I'd be
Um,
down. You just gotta find time for it.
yep, for sure. But I'm always down to talk. I talk all the time, man, if you can't tell.
Right.
um, but yeah, it was definitely nice getting you in here. Hopefully, you guys will definitely check out his channel down in the description. But he's got some good stuff. Don't sleep on him. If you're my fan, don't sleep on him. He's a good creator. But I just realized my camera's like got bars on the side of it for some reason.
Yeah, I was wondering what's up with that. You got your like screen setting changed wrong or something. It's like a square.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, well.
Well, fuck it. Who
Too
cares?
late. All
They
right,
can
let's
see me.
redo the
Yeah,
entire video.
yeah. All right. So with YouTube, no, I'm just kidding. um, but Yeah, man.
Congrats on a year, man. To us both.
Yeah, you too, man.
Cheers.
Uh,
I'll be drinking
um,
that.
I'm actually thirsty as fuck. I need something to drink. But do you have an outro or anything that you
What do
do?
you mean?
Like an outro,
Like
like
for
where
my
I'm like,
videos?
yeah.
No, I just end the video. It says, "Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more junky content soon." We can
There
put
you
that on your
go.
video. Stay tuned for more junky content.
There you go. It's funny that you say stay tuned. I came up with the corny fucking stay tuned for more to come soon. Fucking. But I've stuck with it. Peace is something that I'm glad I added. That was actually my girlfriend. I say peace all the time. It's like, all right, man, peace. And she was like, you got to say peace at the end. I'm like, you're 100% right. I do. But you want to join me on my outro?
Absolutely. Let's do it.
All right, let's do it. All right, thank you guys for coming to Red's
Thank you
World.
guys for coming to Red's World.
Stay tuned for more to come
Stay
soon.
tuned for more to come soon.
And I'll see you guys in the next
And I'll see you
video.
guys in the next video.
Peace.
Peace.
Yo, what's up? Boys and girls, I'm gonna take you to a place I like to call Red's World. So sit down, play a game, and you know I'll do the same. We're gonna have some fun, we're gonna upload every day. You know just what to do, watch a video or two. Wake up, hit that sub, join the club, it's Red's World.